Now, a party election broadcast by the Liberal Democrats.
Our education system is crumbling. 1 in 7 primary schools are in urgent need of repair. 600 of those schools still have outside toilets. And over 1.25 million primary pupils are in classes of 31 or more. If we're going to stop the rot, we've got to do something different. And our kids need help now.
Describe your secondary school to us. Books and equipment, did you have enough?
I was sharing books at school constantly with other pupils. I mean, there was never enough money, I suppose, in the pot to enable the school to buy books for every individual student.
I had no knowledge of computers.
No knowledge of computers, full stop?
No.
None?
No.
It's as important for the future as learning to drive a car. How many of you had to share books at school?
Oh, yeah.
Nearly all of you.
Parents should be more involved in education as well as teachers.
I think if you get the teaching right, you get the students learning right.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in society.
I think everyone should be given a chance as far as education is concerned.
Well, how important should education be in what a government does, what the next government does?
It is our future. It's the basis on how people are able to live out the rest of their lives.
It should definitely be the one at the top.
The number one priority.
Number one.
The number one priority?
Absolutely.
The top one, yeah.
Our education system is the key to our future. Liberal Democrats would invest £2 billion in education, funded by increasing income tax by 1 penny in the pound. With this money, we will invest in nursery education, increase spending on books, renovate existing school buildings, and reduce class sizes. But what about the health of the country? We all know the National Health Service is at breaking point. The number of nurses in the NHS has fallen by 53,000 over the last 5.5 years, while the number of managers and administrators has increased by 40,000. At the end of last year, the number of people waiting for hospital treatment reached a record high. If we're going to fix the NHS, we've got to do something different, and we've got to do it now.
What kind of a health service do you think we've got?
It's an ill health service, not a health service.
It's a 3-tier health service in this country.
There's not enough doctors or nurses.
Are the health service professionals under a lot of pressure?
We work a lot on the goodwill of the staff. There is a lack of resources.
Well, how does lack of resources play out in patient care?
You can't go on cutting without affecting patient care.
What services will you have to cut it?
We're having to look at absolutely everything.
Can things go on as they are?
No.
They can't?
No. We are sort of living on borrowed time, really.
Our health service should be at the heart of government policy. Liberal Democrats are pledged to give substantial extra resources to the NHS. £540 million each year, paid for by closing tax loopholes and increasing tobacco duty.
Now, we would use the money to recruit more nurses and other health professionals, but nurses particularly. We'd use some of the rest of it to make sure that by the year 2000, in 3 years' time, nobody in this country has to wait more than 6 months between diagnosis and treatment. We're going to stick 5p on a packet of fags to pay for free eye and dental checkups because we believe we need to shift to a more preventative approach. Unless we can actually start investing in both our education system and our health system, those crises are going to deepen. And something immensely valuable to our country, both our education on the one hand and our National Health Service, of which we should be so proud, on the other, will, in my view, be in serious danger. There is no other time that you will have more influence on those who govern. For God's sake, put them on the spot.
Tired of seeing education and the National Health Service used as political footballs? Tired of empty promises? Tired of the same old politics? If you want to make a difference, support the Liberal Democrats.
That party election broadcast by the Liberal Democrats can be seen again with subtitles on BBC Two at 10:30.